Hello, I'm Matthew Haas, Superintendent for Albemarle County Schools. Thank you for taking time for this important message on how to support the transportation needs of our students as well as that of the ACPS Transportation Department. ACPS has top-notch support services. I want to highlight that our Transportation Support Services Department has provided thousands of miles of safe travel and services daily for our students and families through the driver shortages that have lasted the better part of a decade. The driver shortage we have been facing all this time has become a much bigger problem during the pandemic. This is a challenge being faced by school divisions across our state and nation. Some school divisions in Virginia are facing shortages of up to 2/3 of their needed numbers of drivers. Here in Albemarle, we usually need about 165 drivers. Right now, we're down about a dozen, but this will soon increase. In efforts to recruit and retain bus drivers in recent years, we've raised wages, provided full-time health insurance benefits, and access to retirement programming for part-time drivers, and we've relentlessly recruited. We're continuing to work very hard to recruit new bus drivers, including offering a sign-on and retention bonus of $2,500. We're offering this same compensation enhancement to current drivers and transportation support staff who agree to continue to work for Albemarle County Public Schools. Over the past 2 weeks, I've observed adjacent school divisions cutting back on transportation services and dramatically impacting school schedules due to driver shortages. I want to avoid that here in Albemarle if we can. While our numbers of bus drivers have decreased, our commitment to our families remains the same. We want to operate our bus routes as safely and efficiently as possible, even with fewer drivers, and still provide transportation from school to school for every child who is depending upon us. Here's where you come in. Already this year, many of our families are helping us to keep our school schedules and operations going by driving their children to and from school every day. This practice allows us to reduce routes and in turn reduce our need for drivers. If your child is currently riding a school bus, but you are able to arrange for private transportation to school, please consider taking this step so that we can help families who do not have this same option. In order to make this change and begin providing transportation for your child, please call your child's school and change your transportation option in PowerSchool, our student database, from yes to no. This will remove your child from the bus passenger list and improve the service we can provide to others despite our shortage of bus drivers. So far this year, the number of families who are providing private transportation has been increasing, and we have been able to eliminate some bus routes as a result. Going forward, I want to make sure that all of our families are aware that the following changes are also likely. We are likely to increase our walking zones so that some students would no longer qualify for bus services based on their proximity to their school. We're also likely to begin automatically removing students from bus service if they do not ride the bus for 10 consecutive days. Further, we are expanding our use of vans rather than buses to transport students since the van operation does not require a commercial driver's license like driving a bus. With all of these changes, I hope to avoid the drastic solutions that other school divisions are facing, such as school schedule changes and cases where the buses simply do not run their routes and families are left with no transportation with no advance notice. All that we value about public education, starting with the safety of children, the relationships between families and school division employees, the joy that comes from serving others and helping them succeed in school and in life, that all begins with school bus drivers. I know how valued our bus drivers are and how important they are to the school division because for a number of years when I was a beginning teacher and an athletic coach, I drove a school bus myself, and I still hold my commercial driver's license. In fact, let me make a pitch for community members out there who are perhaps part-time students or who have part-time jobs that would complement becoming a driver for ACPS. In Albemarle, being a bus driver offers many benefits, in addition to recent increases in our driver's base pay. We also offer our bus drivers full health insurance coverage and the possibility of enrolling in the Virginia retirement system, even though the job itself is part-time. And bus drivers are also able to take their children with them on the bus, which can save thousands of dollars a year in childcare. In terms of recruits, we do have a few drivers in training right now, but we need more and will continue to need drivers. To learn more about how to become a bus driver for ACPS, please call 434-973-5716. I hope we can all rally together around our drivers, transportation, and support staff. Please consider doing what you can to encourage our drivers and other transportation staff to help lighten the load. Thank you for your time, and take care.